Walking the drug-infested slums of Baltimore. In Baltimore.
I've been held at gunpoint and raped in alleys. I've been held hostage 3 times.
This floor actually could just crack in. That floor could zip off. Okay.
Hello folks, today we're looking into the drug epidemic that is absolutely horrific and just infiltrating cities
This shit kind of crazy. This shit is really in every fucking city, bro.
all around America.
All my veins have collapsed or they don't work.
Today we're boots on the ground in Baltimore where we're surrounded by dirty mattresses, needles, human feces, and just human despair.
Till you see a limp body whose life ends with a gun.
We're here to give people stories and also explore how we can make this better. This is a massive problem in America, something that we need to look into, need to figure out how to change, and we're here firsthand to explore and give you the story. Today, folks, we're going boots on the ground in Baltimore, getting an inside look into the drug epidemic that's running its way through the city. We go into trap houses that are full of paraphernalia. We explore the drug called Trank, which is ripping apart the city.
Turning people into what some are calling living zombies.
We're aided by our friend Nick, who has dedicated his life to helping people become sober.
I can refer you all over to the city and state.
We're also joined by YouTube journalist and my friend Brandon Buckingham, known for covering stories like the Juggalos, O-Block, the Capitol 6th riots, and much, much more. This guy is one of YouTube's best journalists. So now we go boots on the ground with Brandon and Nick. This is the stuff that mainstream media won't show you, but we will. Viewer discretion is advised. We're pulling into West Baltimore today, the second most dangerous city in America. And right now the city is in a state of emergency due to a drug epidemic. They're mixing fentanyl with xylazine, which is an animal tranquilizer. Putting it together, it's kind of the Kensington zombie effect. Their attorney general is petitioning to make it a state of emergency. There's dozens of news articles about it. It is really affecting the city. And today we're meeting up with a local contact that is dedicating his life to helping people in these situations. We'll see you on the streets. So we're investigating Trank today. Have you heard of that?
Of course, tranquilizer. That's been going on for years. It's nothing.
Really?
New. Just a different name.
And is it really flooding into the city right now?
The downtown Baltimore area might be more prevalent.
It's more prevalent in East or West Baltimore?
West.
If you were mayor, what would you do to help this issue?
I would probably try to clean up the Lexington Market area. That's pretty much the hub of the drug trade downtown.
Are you trying to incarcerate people? Or do you give them other opportunities?
Other opportunities, drug treatment, things of that nature.
My name's Nicholas Johns. I'm an outreach specialist. What I do basically is street interventions in places like West Baltimore, Philadelphia. I go into the streets and approach people that are in active addiction or states of homelessness and offer them an immediate route to remedy where their life is at.
What is the drug primarily that's ripping apart the city right now?
It's fentanyl. You know, before it was fentanyl, it was heroin.
So do you ever get nervous?
I nigga do be on fentanyl, though. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, you know that shit, bro, nigga. This shit don't make no damn sense, bro. This really kind of sense.
Before you go and do this stuff?
But honestly, no. We're going into an impoverished area where gun violence is prevalent, you know.
People. That shit happened in my city and everything. I ain't gonna lie.
There's a lot of drugs. I'm known in these areas, and also if anybody with us, like, y'all really don't need to worry about anything.
How many people like you are out doing what you're doing?
In Baltimore, it's me, just me.
What makes what you do unique?
I just get really strong numbers in regards to the amount of people that I actually place from the streets directly into treatment facilities on a given day.
How do people get into these positions?
People are born into this as an environment, in which case you got pretty much every angle of life stacked against you. You got generate.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie though, bro. This shit is kind of crazy, bro. Like as I get older, bro, it's like it's really hitting more and more every day. Like now I'm really still thinking about this shit. Like, bro, you really is born into a system, my nigga. And that shit's so fucked up. As soon as you are born, bro, you really are already placed in a fucking predicament that you don't even have no control over. But it's like obviously you can't focus on things you have no control over. You don't need to focus on what you have control over. And it's like you got no other, bro. Like, yo, hold on, bro. Mine for a motivational time, bro. Got to, you know. It's just no way I can't. It's no way I can't watch videos like this and not talk, bro. But it's like, bro, and this is for me myself too. Ain't this thing? This talking like I'm talking to myself. You have no other fucking choice, my guy. You got no choice, bro. Like, bro, If you broke trying to come rich, why the fuck are you trying to? What are you? What is the risk? What is the risk? You already at the bottom. You already at the bottom, so what would you have to risk? You might as well go 100% and go all in, bro. Go all in. Don't even stop, bro. Because look, like you could literally look outside every single day, bro, and it's the same shit, bro. Since you was a jet, nigga. Since you was young as hell, nigga. Don't start talking like Lester is Monday, please chill until Wednesday. At least nah, nigga. Nah. This is an everyday thing. I don't know what you talking about. This is an everyday thing, boy. This is an everyday thing, my guy. Every day, man, you gotta get to it, bro. Every single day, bro. Cause like, just look at this, bro. Just looking at the damn video, bro. You telling me that you just don't want to get up and just go get to your bag, just go chase it, whatever you want to chase, bro. Just go chase it, my nigga. Just go chase it, bro. Like, man, like, I'm doing it. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm calling the businesses, bro. I got the notebook. I got my notes down, bro. I'm doing it tomorrow, bro. I'm calling like 50 businesses tomorrow, bro. I'm telling you, I'm about to close one of my marketing clients. And I promise you, once I close this client, it's over, bro. Man, every day. No, bro. That's not how it works, nigga. As a man, bro, you gotta put in the work, bro. There's no such thing as a little escape route, bro. Stop being pussy, my nigga, and go put in work, my nigga. Simple as that, bro. There's no excuse, bro. Chase your bag every day, bro. Nigga, nah, bro. Get the fuck. Shut up, bro. Shut up.
Institutional poverty, institutionalized racism, cyclical devolution from drugs in your community. You've got the other way out, which is trying to procure money through the drugs in your community. Then you have the violence that goes alongside all of that.
Where is this stuff coming from? Is it Mexico? Is it China?
The analog for fentanyl is largely being produced within China and also Mexico. Xylazine is, that's like a veterinarian drug used to sedate animals.
The average citizen, you see an abandoned building, but to someone who could be battling opioid addiction right now, they see a place for shelter, a place to use substances safely, and they actually will sleep and live in a lot of these buildings.
So this is the first building we walked into, and already right away, needles. Imagine it's a spoon for heroin, or?
Yeah, so that's like a cooker. Somebody would use that to cook up whatever substances they were injecting. That's actually the same thing. That's also a cooker. Needles right there. You got the cigarette butt, but then you got the needle end cap right there.
Do people sleep in here?
I doubt it. People definitely get down right here. Right there's another cooker. So we're at 3 cookers. This actually probably isn't even that frequent of a spot.
Try and imagine living in an area where this is happening next to your house. You got dilapidation, it's infested with drugs and litter. And imagine being a kid growing up, seeing this every day when you walk to the bus to school, every day when you go to the corner store, what it might do to your psyche.
I wanted to ask, coming into places like this, they kind of provide protection from police, right? A safe place to get high and not have to worry about the cops arresting you.
Police in Baltimore really aren't preoccupied with people getting high unless it's people getting high in very upper class areas. Otherwise, they're worried about gunshots here. They're worried about murders here. That right there, that's for smoking crack.
Should we play a game, what's in the suitcase? I'm guessing feces or a used condom.
I'm guessing nothing, but it's a damn nice looking suitcase.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got.
Okay.
Oh.
Advanced plastic sheeting. A rechargeable arcade card.
Wow,
I'll be honest, this is what I was in it for. I've got what I need.
He's set, dude.
I'm gonna go hit Dave & Buster's. Appreciate your time. Just one step outside of this abandoned building, I stepped directly on this needle, hidden in the brush, exposed needle.
It seems like the classic, the telltale sign of this trank stuff is the zombie kind of.
I mean, yeah, when people are that nodded out, you know what I'm saying? They're incapacitated. It's just a perpetual state of unconsciousness. Yo! Syringe bags right there.
We're just walking to an abandoned building after abandoned building, and it looks like a war happened here. I mean, don't get me wrong, America has so much beauty in it, some of the greatest wealth the world has ever seen, but on the flip side, some of the highest amount of human despair. If you were mayor, what would you do to make this place a little safer or better
You
for
better go
people?
get some back,
Definitely
man.
put more
I
food.
can't do nothing today.
Is there not enough places for people to get food and shelter?
Heck no, there's no like outreach, bro. There's nothing like that.
How would you describe this area to people?
There's a lot of abandonments, so everybody has a place to live.
Do you
but
call it abandonminiums?
Mhm.
How do you survive out here?
I do date
What's the most common drugs to be found around here?
heroin and crack.
How'd you get to here?
Everybody that ends up here gets stranded here. We came to cop. We got caught because it's like a fast life. So
Yeah.
and it's everybody gets stuck like this.
So do you feel stuck right now?
Almost.
How much money do I need to find drugs around here?
I don't know. It's just if you can find them. I mean, not everybody's friendly.
Do you know anyone that has passed away from an overdose?
I don't know anybody. It's common.
Is it dangerous being a woman out here?
100%. I've been raped in alleys. I've been held at gunpoint and raped in alleys. I've been held at gunpoint and raped by a child in an alley. I've been held hostage 3 times.
Do you ever call the police?
No.
Do the police help?
They will if you call them, but nobody ever calls.
How did we get here?
You know, the drug epidemic is one thing. That has started back in the 70s. It has progressed to what it is now. Now we have a lot of carjackings, crime, murders, and killings. In my early 20s, a lot of stuff that's going on now, I didn't have to deal with. It's now just me out here doing what I have to do to survive, and then you have a bunch of people with no opportunity. They're gonna do what they know how to do.
What we are about to do is walk into the trap houses. There could be junkies, there could be needles, there could be who knows what around the corner. We're walking into these buildings and seeing what we find.
People using it here, see all by the ground. Works. I'm sure we go upstairs. Like,
Work just laying for the paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Do you think this is someone's spot?
Yeah. They had a fire going in here.
Like we have paintings of children on the wall in this dilapidated building. It's hard to imagine a child living in a place like this.
Look, this floor actually could just crack in. I'll be hella careful because that floor could legit fall. Okay.
Is it scary living here?
I'm not personally scared, no. Some people are. There's a lot of drug dealing, rivalries.
If you were mayor, what would you do to make the drug issue be better?
If the dealer's in jail longer, they're not staying in jail long enough. They've literally set fires inside of the house, you know, a metal trash can or something, and it gotten out of hand and caught on fire. Several are burnt down. They've found bodies in there when they're burnt, you know, after they're put out. They need to just tear them down.
What's going through your head right now?
I was chilling, having a good day with y'all.
This is a normal day in the life of Nick, right?
Yeah, this is pretty.
So you heard about that one rapper that was putting kids in cages while he was living a rich life? No. What the fuck?
Standard operating procedures, but I'm having a good day.
Who's that? Who was that?
Known about this stuff for a while, and I've known like a lot of people I grew up with would come down here to buy drugs, but actually being on the inside behind the boarded up windows, it's pretty fascinating to see the conditions that people live in, you know?
Like it's easy to watch a TV show about it or read a book about it, but when you actually are walking through the needles, walking through the dilapidated buildings, and talking to people that you can just tell are in a very tough spot. I mean,
when you look at these living conditions, it kind of gives you a good understanding of how this drug affects you. If you're willing to live amongst that, the trash and the filth and whatnot, like obviously it has a really, really strong hold on these people, and it's not as easy as just stop.
Sometimes I feel like people potentially feel like they're happier sitting by the fire where they're at versus trying to climb up or down a level. But one thing, point that I'll give kudos to Baltimore on, of all cities I've worked in, they have such an immediate ease of access to treatment here, 24/7, multiple places that you can just show up, have no ID, have no insurance, and by the end of the day, you're gonna be enrolled in an inpatient treatment facility with a rent-free place to live, 6 to 9 months. You're gonna have full case management services. They help you get things like TDAP, food stamps, birth certificate, social security card, ID, job placement. So there definitely are organizations here that are ready and willing to help people build back their lives up from the chaos and the death that this is out here.
Not that shit, bro. Not he had them change. No, I'm not talking about that shit. I'm talking about what he talking about. Just that he had them chained up in the cage. That's insane, bro.
How bad is the opioid epidemic here in Baltimore?
It's terrible. My daughter, her old man put me out. That turns me back onto the streets.
Coping with life on the streets isn't easy.
No, it's not. My life is too precious to be out here doing the opium and all that bullshit. It's too much. Look at all these abandoned houses. A whole block ain't nothing on the streets. They need to build these houses back up, put people back into society again.
What are some things you think could be done to help curb the opioid epidemic, lessen the damage it's doing to society?
Stop it, like y'all doing.
Raising awareness?
Yes. You know, like the police raiding all these spots now. That's a good thing, too.
Breaking up the people that are living in the abandoned buildings?
Yeah.
Is this something you see yourself dedicating your life to?
I mean, I already have, bro. Just really the next step is gonna be launching the nonprofit in regards to teaching other people the methodology of outreach that I employ on a daily basis. I really just wanna positively influence the macrocosm of mankind.
Here's a GoFundMe.
Nigga, you know these damn big words, my nigga. Just say you wanna influence mankind, bro.
In the description that's helping him.
Nah, he's probably though. Nah, he doing some real shit though, but still.
Grows nonprofit, scales nonprofit. I'm gonna put my own money up for it, and I hope you do as well. Let's see if we can move something, guys. The power of the internet to change people's lives is a beautiful thing. There's a huge drug issue. What is your commentary on that?
The reason I came out here was because I'm an addict. I'm originally from Carroll County, so it was easier to obtain drugs at a cheaper price. I was in treatment. I was living out Frederick at a place called Solid Ground. I was actually 2 years clean. I relapsed, so I came out here with the expectation to continue using.
How long ago was that you relapsed?
This was exactly April last year.
Damn, man.
I shoot up, right?
Yeah.
The only place I can actually go is in my neck. All my veins basically have collapsed or they don't work. When I attempted to inject any kind of drug, what happens is it won't pull the blood. It'll be like a miss. You can see that right there, that's from a miss. Now, anybody that's using kids at home, don't do drugs. It's been the biggest mistake of my life.
Does it feel like a hole that's almost impossible to get out of?
Oh, definitely. They're trying to like mask some kind of pain that they're bearing. For me, it was losing my 2 children. I got 2 kids that got adopted. I lost them about 7 years ago. I signed off my parental rights so they'd have a good life. And I'm glad I did because I ended up going to jail for 2 years. So had I not, I would have pretty much not been there for them regardless. I am homeless technically. I've been staying with a friend in Pigtown. My friend Chris gets 100% disability. We got a nice 3-story townhouse.
So you have a nice place to sleep at, but by day you come here, you panhandle, and you get your fix.
Pretty much.
I see you have different things on your skin. Is that from using?
Man, this nigga ain't trying to tell this nigga to stop doing that shit and change his damn life, bro. I know nothing what you say gonna matter, but damn, at least try a little bit, Tommy G. Damn, gang. I ain't gonna lie, like, he just talking about it. I'm like, all right, bro, you telling me you clearly conscious of your actions, so let me, like, you gonna make a change or you gonna just keep doing this the rest of your life, my nigga? Like, come on, what you doing, bro? Cause he already got a conscience. He's still conscious in what he talking about. He understand what the fuck he doing. He just, for me, just when that time happened, I feel like that's it.
These are scars right here, but like right here, that's from using drugs.
How much money do you need a day to survive?
I have a $12 a day habit.
How many people in your family are also experiencing drug issues?
Well, my father, he's active. Older of my 2 sisters. My youngest sister's never done drugs or alcohol.
How old were you when you tried your first drug?
I was 15 years old. Well, I did pot with a friend, and then my second drug was cocaine.
How many times a day?
See, that's where he fucked up at. Cause I ain't doing that shit, bro. Weed and liquor only. That's it. Oh no, that knows. No.
Day do you use?
Twice. I use right when I wake up in the morning. Usually I'll save something from the night previous. When you use, you stop feeling the euphoria from it, but you'll still get the call, meaning like you'll still feel that warm sensation, and it's just a temporary cushion of comfortability. Even though it does go away, your problems are still there after the drugs are gone. It's kind of like a no-brainer though. I pay money to myself. It doesn't even fucking make sense. If anybody hears this and I can help you in any way, I can tell you I've had like 4 hospitalizations in the past year. One was 2 weeks, the other one was a 10-day stretch, and then a week. Drugs are not worth it.
We got some of your poetry here. Do you mind if I read some of it, or do you want to read it?
Kind gets stuck like elf on the shelf. Now you're a fiend shooting dope and killing on yourself. Your brain starts to change and soon starts to corrode. Your age is still young while your body and soul feels old.
There's too many of us struggling in these streets. This sickness out here is a crippling disease. The junkies out here, parents, kids, and friends, this vicious cycle we live never seems to end. That's powerful, man. What?
Let's see how they gonna write this shit right now. Like all this time right now, I wonder who gonna write this shit and how they gonna have it written, bro. You really gotta think about that shit, my nigga. Like, even that all this shit is happening right now, I feel like what's gonna matter most is like 100 years from now, when niggas talk about this time, what these niggas wrote about us, and how they gonna have it written. What is it gonna be in these schools, and how they gonna be talking about these situations? Because that's gonna be the thing that's gonna matter the most. Because it's like you can see how we think about it, like now when we think about the past, MLK, and all these days. But bro, we really in a whole nother time, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And like now it's like, I don't know, bro. I feel like it ain't happened yet. People still mistakes being made, still a lot of changes happening, but like that X factor thing that's gonna really like define that history still ain't happened yet, I feel like, in my opinion.
What is it like living here?
Cause like this is always gonna be recorded for YouTube, and all YouTube is up. But like, you feel me?
It's crazy. I was actually born in Germany. I was an army brat, so I've lived in like 7-8 different states. My parents actually live on a golf course. After college, I kind of, did some stuff on my own, and me and my girlfriend wound up here. We've been here for like 2 years. We lived in like 5 different houses, and every house we seem to move in, the owners come and, end up kicking us out. But we actually found this really...
Are you squatting here? Or?
Yeah.
And how hard is that to do around here?
We actually talked to the person who owns this, and we keep it pretty clean. So he said as long as we continue to keep it clean and we're not causing any trouble with the neighbors, he doesn't mind. Because, of course, if we move out, you don't know who the hell is going to move in.
What are the houses like around here?
You get what you see. They're run down. A lot of them, no water, no electricity. Bathrooms are terrible, but for the most part, we can shower, use water to eat, wash our hands and stuff.
What do you make of all the drug abuse that's happening around us?
There's a lot of different reasons why people get hooked on drugs. Most people like to think that, people are doing it just to cover something up or feel better about a past. Started out doing drugs just because I like to get high, I was a former athlete, partied a lot. And one thing led to another, and now I'm out here. It's crazy how it doesn't discriminate, though. I mean, I met a guy out here, he owns his own restaurant, but he gets high like I do.
What's the drug of choice around here?
Cocaine. It's gone from heroin to fentanyl to now the new things like xylazine, I think is how you pronounce it.
That's the tranquilizer, right?
I mean, it's like a horse tranquilizer.
Doesn't look fun at all to do.
I'm not gonna lie, I do it, but it's not something I'm hooked on. I did my dope. I went through my dope phase for a while. I went to rehab actually last year.
What's your hope for the future?
This is just a phase for me and my girl. We actually have plans to get out of here. I did pest control for 8 years, and I have 2 of my pesticide license, so I just need 1 more.
I think you'd be booming in business around here.
Absolutely.
You're a poet too?
I am.
Did you grow up in Baltimore?
No, I did not. I grew up on...
I mean, at least he's doing something though, bro.
Maryland, West Virginia state line. Like this interaction right here never happened. I couldn't go to the grocery store. I'd go grab a gallon of milk after sitting in the parking lot for like 30 minutes. Finally go in, grab some milk at the register. All I would say was like, thank you. I can't breathe. I'm sweating.
Does drugs kind of give you the blanket to feel okay in the world?
It does. I don't feel high when I do drugs. I feel what
I ain't judging, bro. He doing good. He living. He staying clean. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing the drugs, and bro, I mean, shit, I smoke, nigga. So like, I'm just saying I can't do that though. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna judge nobody, bro. It's not my life, bro. For me, like, he got poetry for me. I think it's like he conscious of his doing. Like that's what I'm saying. People conscious. You haven't smoked in a year. That's cap, man.
Everyone considers to be normal. I've been doing this since I was 18, so a solid almost 11 years.
It's crazy to see what drug addiction does to people's lives. On one hand, you have a couple here.
Nigga, you act like I don't know niggas every day that be doing it. I don't know about that xylazine shit. I ain't never seen that in Rochester yet. I ain't gonna lie, but for me, nigga, bro, nigga, you ain't nigga to do like, bro, the crackhead of the street, all that junk. Who Who is that, gang? I don't even know who that is.
Here, writing poetry,
Chameleon?
loving each other, doing the best they
I ain't
can.
know
On the other
Chameleon
hand, they're
is,
living in
man.
extreme poverty, battling addiction every day, with their
Yeah.
focus of life centered around the drugs. So folks, this is it. We went boots on the ground, face to face with the drug epidemic here in Baltimore. This is a problem that's only growing, and we need to figure out how to address as a people. We've seen people that had careers that are now on the street. We had people that had kids and now are on the street. And so it can happen to so many of us. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you next week.
Real shit just go everywhere though. I feel like, for real. It's just in every hood. Nigga, that is not his real name, nigga. What you talking? Nigga, how you gonna tell me what my brother's real name is? Like you look like you grew up with the nigga. Nigga, I know the nigga name. Nigga, bro, what? This nigga crazy. Crazy. Go crazy.